Alright, welcome to video 25. Alright, we're getting right through this thing, and I'm going to maybe drop this series at another video or two, and then because the information has been so broad, so long, and so deep, I think I'm going to start another series that will explain those things further that I said that I would explain, and that would be the Ark of the Covenant. That would be a little bit more about gold, about how those large blocks of stone were built that all relate to gold, and the Ark, which Ark of the Covenant, you would want to think arc electricity instead of ARK, you want to think ARC, arc electricity, which is a modern term now that we now use because it is a modern process of the use of electricity. Okay, so what I want to say to you now is I've got another incredible piece of information. Now surely you have to see that I have drawn correlations here using the Bible's own words. Alright, now I have an incredible correlation that I want you to see right now with something you're already familiar with in a previous video in this series. Let's read right here, and I told you that this symbolized tree is representing this highly intelligent, beautiful Nodite. Now, I'm going to prove that to you once again using scripture. Pay close attention. And a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. Now, let's go to Jude 1. Which is going to be basically verses 10 through 16, but we're going to focus on verse 12, which you have already heard me break down, relate to these fallen sons of God, i.e. the Anunnaki, i.e. the modern phenomenon known as aliens or Pleiadians, okay? In which the Pleiadians, some of them try to claim that they're angelic. Do you get that connection? Well, remember, I told you that this tree that you just read in Genesis, you just read it, this tree and this fruit that was offered was one of these Nodites, who was one of these fallen sons of God. Now check this out. Clouds they are without water, carried about of winds, trees whose fruit withereth, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. Absolutely incredible. This is, I already showed you in the other video, this is directly related to Balaam. Back to the fallen angels who left their first estate. Back to these wandering stars UFO phenomenon. Back to Eve and Cain. Back to the original story where I just told you about the tree being this Nodite. Here is the, once again, this is the biblical confirmation. You have just been given a different interpretation. Trees, this is calling them trees, trees whose fruit withereth, without fruit, twice dead. Remember, I told you that they come from the heavens. They've already lived a life and died. They come here to this planet. Once they rebelled, they're going to die again as men. But ye shall fall like one of the princes and die like men. That's twice dead. Trees whose fruit withereth. And a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof. I rest my case.